Horse players, past performances of the Los Alamitos Nighttime Quarter and Thoroughbred races are now featured nightly in all print PM editions of the Daily Racing Form. You can now find the Los Alamitos PPs nationwide. Check out the past performances in the East, South, Midwest, Pacific Northwest, and even Canada PM editions. That's expanded national print coverage of Los Alamitos in the Daily Racing Form. Playing the Los Alamitos races with past performances in hand has never been easier. For more, follow us on Twitter or Instagram at Los Al Racing.
Dan Illman, Mike Beer, race number 3 at Del Mar on Sunday is the $100,000 Del Mar Juvenile Turf 2-year-olds going 1 mile on the lawn. You can play this nice card at Del Mar. 2 stakes races highlighted by the Del Mar Derby with a DRF Bets account. Sign up is easy at drf.com/bet. Plus you get a $100 deposit match. Let's meet the field of juveniles getting set to go 8 furlongs on the turf for the Del Mar Juvenile Turf. And you've got a couple of European entrants in here, 3 to be exact. We will begin, though, with one of the domestic conditioned runners. That is the number 1 Encoder. This is a son of English Channel who made his career debut at 5 furlongs. And for those that remember champion turf male English Channel, he wanted to go a heck of a lot longer than 5. So extra points for Encoder. We're going to watch his debut run. We sway into the stretch. He saved ground early after breaking from the outside, then got to the rail, now is switching to the far outside. And I really like the way he finished this off.
This is a very impressive 5 furlong debut. Not only does he put in this finish, which is a very strong one to just run this field over, and it just looks like they could go around again, but he also broke very sharply from the gate. This is a 2-year-old who was ready to go first time out, and he's supposed to handle a mile.
Draws in an inside post position for Flavian Pratt and should show some stretch out speed. I wouldn't expect him to be too far off the early pace. Of course, we won't have a Timeform U.S. pace projector for this race with all these European entrants, one of them being the number 2 Commander. Now, Commander was very game in winning 2 starts back at Maison Lafitte, but I wonder if that race was kind of handed on a platter for him because the leader just bolted, turning into the straight. Commander is this little horse. He is not a very big guy, but he's got some heart. He ended up winning. They stepped him up at Longchamp last time out, and he just couldn't handle it. Lasix on for Phil D'Amato.
Yeah, he was really game in each of his first 2 starts. I don't know how impressive he was, but he was game both times. He wasn't up for stakes competition last time and finished last. You know, I like that they're coming back relatively quickly with him, Dan. I don't know if I really want him going a mile.
The number 3, Hit the Road, was pretty visually impressive, winning his turf and route debut at Del Mar back on July the 28th. Let's watch that video right now. We turn into the stretch, and he is far behind. You're going to see him on the outside now in the gray cap. He is still in about 6th position, but he puts in a striking late run, first time without blinkers. If he kicks like this again on Sunday, he's got a shot.
This is a pretty good finish for this horse who looked like he might only get 3rd or 4th at the top of the stretch. I'm not sure how strong the race was, Dan. It certainly wasn't a fast race, but he did get up at the end and it looked like he was moving away. Maybe he can take a step forward here.
There's a filly in this race who's also going to be cross-entered on Labor Day in the Del Mar Juvenile Fillies Turf. That's the number 4, Crocovoke, who defeated males on July the 7th in Ireland. She showed some pace that day, was up close. I thought it was kind of a workmanlike performance. Gets Lasix now for Jeff Mullins.
Yeah, it wasn't a super impressive win, but she got it done at the end. Now she's going to stretch out. I don't know if we'll see her in this race or not.
Billy Batts has some experience. This is the number 5 for Peter Miller. This colt already has 2 runs at a mile, including the maiden score last time out in his first start in Southern California. He is in the teal blinkers. He makes the lead, and you can see he's still a little bit green. He's going to switch leads right here, and then he's going to switch back. He's still figuring out the game, but he's got some tactical speed, and he's in the right hands with Peter Miller.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he can get a good trip in this race, and maybe he's still just improving. You saw how green he was in the stretch. He did win easily at the end. I just need to see him take a step forward.
Again, we don't have a pace projector, but I'd have to think Raging Whiskey is going to be on the lead, stretching out, moving from dirt to turf, even with the blinkers off for Doug O'Neill. This horse was a nice maiden winner, 3 starts back. Has been taking on some good company in the Sanford and the Best Pal. If he gets to an easy lead and likes turf, there's no reason why he can't be dangerous. I'm just not sure if the Bourbon Courages are going to be turf horses or not.
Yeah, I don't know about his turf pedigree. I don't know if this is going to be the right surface for him. Listen, I liked his first 3 starts. I thought he ran deceptively well in the Sanford without a great trip or ride. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't run as well as I thought he would last time, but maybe he makes the front here.
Completing the field is British Invader Ardennly Star, and I wouldn't sleep on this horse because I thought his debut was pretty good. It was at Thirsk. It was not a great field going 6 furlongs, but just grinded it out down towards the inner rail. It was a nice performance for him, and he was just 80-1 and overmatched last time out. I'd draw a line through that most recent race at Ascot. Lasix and blinkers for Mike McCarthy, and maybe works out an outside trip. I think this one will be running late.
Yeah, this was the European that I wanted. I don't know if I want any of them on top necessarily, but this is the one that I wanted if I'm going to use them all, or use any of them. And, we'll see what he does here. Lasix and blinkers can help him.
Let's take a look at our top selection for the Del Mar Juvenile Turf. John Sadler just having a great meet. Going to try to add to it with Encoder. Extra distance should not be an issue. You saw how he closed going 5 last time out. It was a really striking performance. I went 1-2-4-7.
Just liked his debut a lot. I went 1-7-4.
It is the $100,000 Del Mar Juvenile Turf. It is one of 2 stakes races on closing Sunday at Del Mar. Get involved with that DRF Bets account. $100 deposit match waiting for you at drf.com/bet. Approximate post time for the Del Mar Juvenile Turf, 3 o'clock Pacific. Best of luck.